Hey guys, it's Seriously. I'm here with my brand new lighting setup and I'm going to talk to you about some 2017 favourites. So my first favourite is TV show. At the moment I am all about the Netflix box sets because I can basically stick it on and be like doing something else like sewing or bearding or whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm working on. I tend to stick on Netflix box sets, so for me the best TV show of 2017, it's kind of two actually, but I think I'm going to definitely pick one over the other. Kind of between Stranger Things and The Crown. I like them both, but The Crown has more pretties. I am a bit of a historical buff. I love my history stuff, and obviously while it's not actually history, it's kind of based on it, and the actor and actress that play like Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth are really good. So I really enjoyed The Crown, plus costume porn. Go look at all the pretty gowns and be like, pretty nice. My favourite con of 2017 is gotta be SunnyCon. SunnyCon was one of those where we'd never been before. I think Blair had been before, but none of the rest of us have been. And it was obviously more convenient for the Scottish guys because it's Newcastle, so it's not too far down for them. And I actually found that travelling up to Glasgow and then back down actually was cheaper, weirdly. But yeah, SunnyCon was awesome because it's right in the middle of Newcastle, so it's really easy to get to. Staying around there is really cheap as well, so like hotels are pretty cheap. Obviously it's right in the centre, so it means that you can get to things like food, and obviously the actual con itself is literally a 10-minute walk from our hotel, which was fabulous. Which was great, you know, it's overrated the fact that you can just walk to a con and not have to pay an absolute fortune to do that. So SunnyCon was amazing for that. It was also amazing. I am someone that never ever buys anything at cons. Like, I am not about the dealers really. I'm about meeting people and talking to people and meeting friends. But for me, SunnyCon, I spent loads of money. And that's because there was literally, the setup of SunnyCon is they have a whole sort of dealers hall, which is cool. They also then have that same size of artists, and they're independent artists. And I'm a sucker for some nice art, man. Art or like handmade jewellery, that kind of thing. I love that kind of stuff. So for me it was like, oh my god, look at all the pretties, and hence the Blair, oh no! Because there were so many pretty things. I loved SunnyCon for that. SunnyCon was also really cool because we actually got to do our in-character Marauders panel for the first time outside of Alcon, which was pretty damn cool. So we really enjoyed that, and the fact that we got to bring sort of that and cosplay stories for the first time was a really nice change. Because I've done Newcastle cons back in the day when I used to crew quite a lot. But other than that, none of the rest of them had really been up to Newcastle, and it's just a really friendly sort of cosplay community that's up there as well. So that's really nice in that we could kind of fit in with that a little bit better and speak to some new people because we'd never been to that con before. So that was really cool. But I just really enjoyed the con. It was just really warm last time. Don't be warm again this year, SunnyCon. You were too warm last time. I melted in Cassandra. So yeah, SunnyCon was my favourite con of 2017. My favourite song or thing to listen to, we all know this answer is going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be The Adventure Zone. For those of you who have not watched much of our content in the past year, we have all been pretty much obsessed with the Adventure Zone podcast since Caitlin introduced us to it, probably about halfway through the year. And if you haven't listened to it before, it's a D&D podcast, but it's done obviously very sort of in a very entertaining manner. Less so D&D, more so kind of keeping people amused. But the characters and the world that's kind of built by the people that make it is so amazing. It's made by the McElroy brothers and their dad. So it's literally three brothers and their dad making a D&D podcast. Which sounds really like, you're like, but they've been doing stuff together for a very long time and they know each other very well, and you can tell. But the characters in the world is just amazing. So like for me it's inspired, well for the whole group really, it's inspired so many cosplays. And so many sort of little skit ideas and all sorts of different things, because they're very, very open to cosplayers as well. One of the like most fun things to listen to is if you listen to any of their live shows, they always ask, and they're in like a big theatre or that kind of thing, they always ask for the house lights to go up so they can see the cosplayers. And that's so unusual, you know, for a creator to kind of be like, I want to see these cosplays, this is really cool. So yeah, like they're really open to cosplays. But also because it's a podcast, like I'm having a lot of fun building Merle, because I can kind of design how I want to design him. Obviously there's a lot of fan art influences, but I can kind of go, well actually I want this, or actually I want this, and I can change stuff up. And for me, like that's really, really cool, because I get to be really creative with it, because it's not like a canon kind of, this is what this character looks like. So it's a lot of fun. Plus like we've had a lot of fun being in other cosplays, this like Adventure Zone cosplays this year. Bethan's Magic Brian, the Marauders panel, will still be one of my favourite moments. My favourite panel from 2017 is gotta be at Alcon. We did cosplaying as a group for probably the first time, I think. And it was just a really kind of chill, relaxed panel about like group cosplaying. Again, we've got links. Go see it. It was one of my favourite ones because it was done on the Sunday. We were all a bit dead. But basically we just had a lot of fun. It was just before Marauders panel as well. So we're all kind of in Marauders mode anyway. Our brains were kind of in silly mode. So it just meant it made for a lot of like fun cosplay stories, but also like tips about how to cosplay as a group. Because it's harder than you think it is. Like the main thing that we kind of got out of it was you need to all be really good friends before you can kind of cosplay as a group for it to really work. And like we literally just after that, I'd actually gone to help Luke and Alison move house. So, you know, it kind of proves that we're not just friends just for cosplay. My most worn cosplay last year, it's probably still Sirius. He gets used a lot for, obviously for in-character panels, videos, in-character live streams, all that kind of thing. He gets pulled out an awful lot. And I've also got like a fair few casual versions of him. He gets pulled out for CMBs. So yeah, Sirius is still one of my most worn cosplays 4 years after starting to cosplay him. Shows how much I love the character! But yeah, he's probably one of my most worn cosplays for 2017. Probably will be for 2018 as well, let's face it. Sirius is a good boy. Good lad. Cosplay I wish I wore more in 2017 is definitely Bellatrix. I put on a bit of weight. Bellatrix's dress is quite tight. I can't really fit in it much anymore. So I'm hoping I can get back into her this year, because I miss that wig and I miss the crazy. Like I've put Bellatrix lipstick on today because I wanted some Bellatrix times. But yeah, I miss wearing Bellatrix. It's just, as always happens, weight fluctuates, and sometimes you can fit in cosplays really well and sometimes you can't. So at some point I will get back into Bellatrix or remake her, whichever way I want to do it. So but I will get back into Bellatrix at some point, hopefully this year. My favourite video from last year is probably the Wolfstar CMB. That's because it broke a lot of, sort of personal boundaries for me, and it really proved sort of how good the friendship is between the group. I am in a relationship, so I obviously don't want to kiss somebody else. That's my own personal boundary. And obviously the banders respect that completely. And Debbie has sort of written 2 different Wolfstar things for how comfortable I was feeling on the day, which is really cute. Obviously Debbie's CMBs are amazing anyway. But it's the fact that she sort of wrote around that and wrote around the fact that I was sort of less comfortable obviously doing that kind of stuff. So we faked it and it worked really well. So I'm really proud of that, you know, because like for me that was a big sort of thing that I didn't want to particularly like ruin a video or anything from it, but we worked around it and it worked really well. And it just sort of proved how good friends we are and that people know that already about me, which is really cool. Okay, I've got a couple more, and to be honest they're all going to be based around one theme. The skill that I feel that I most improved on in 2017 is definitely sort of foam and warbler work. And that's because I was building Cassandra for most of the year, as you all know if you've seen anything in the past year that we've done. Cassandra was just a running theme in the craft streams of just keep doing stuff on Cassandra. But definitely like I had a real kind of, ooh, I've never done this before with foam and warbler. And I had a real kind of need to kind of go, right, let's fix that this year. I learnt a lot of the other banders, I had a lot of help, and managed to obviously make Cassandra's chest plate, which I'm really proud of. It's probably my most kind of proud of part of cosplay that I made last year was my Cassandra chest plate. I look at it now and I kind of go, oh, I could improve that now, but that's because I've got a year's worth of foam and warbler work to kind of go, well, actually I could try it again and get some more skills in it and then do it again, hopefully do it better. But like I'd never worked with foam or warbler before last year. So the fact that I did that and kind of overcame, again, another boundary for me is like a really important thing, and I really enjoyed that about 2017. I just overcame like so many sort of costuming boundaries. When I started cosplaying back in 2013, I was most scared of the stage and kind of overcoming that sort of performance side. And now I feel like I've done the performance side and now kind of doing more costuming things. So for me, like foam and warbler work was a really big thing that I wanted to overcome this year, and I feel like I did. I still want to continue with more work on that anyway, and see sort of how much more I can improve it. But definitely, like that's what I was probably most proud of in terms of skills, was the foam and warbler work from last year. My favourite bought cosplay item was probably my LARP sword, because it was fairly cheap. It was about 30 quid, and it's like a one-handed one specifically, so I can kind of use it one-handed like Cassandra will, because she's got a shield. But the best part was I could hit loot with it. It was great. We really enjoyed kind of having a little sword fight, and granted my coordination's not the best, but it meant that it didn't matter if like I got a little bit hit with the swords, because that's what they're designed for. You know, the LARP sword that I bought, it's so fun. And it's squishy, so I like the squishiness of it. But yeah, my favourite sort of bought cosplay item is my LARP sword. My favourite cosplay from last year is obviously Cassandra. That was pretty obvious, wasn't it? She just had so much work put into her, and I feel like I really improved my skills so much through making her, because she had so many different elements. Like I had obviously the fabric elements, I also had the foam and warbler work, and then I also had leather work as well, which I'd never tried before. Went to sort of local leather shop and got a lot of really good advice, so obviously quite a few of the tools and that kind of thing to start leather working. And again, it's another skill I feel like I've improved over the last year. So for me, like, doing Cassandra was a real learning curve, and I feel like I learnt a lot making Cassandra last year. So that's my 2017 favourites. Feel free to kind of take the little tag, kind of make it your own. I changed it up a little bit because I don't always kind of fit all the different categories, so I thought I'll put some more cosplay ones in there. But feel free to take the tag, make your own video, post it in the comments, or your favourites from 2017, like whether it's in your own personal cosplay and con journey, or whether sort of ban the ones that you like. So feel free to post below, let us know, and that's about it. So I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.